So can you see my curves here?
You look beautiful.
Okay.
All right. Share your name, please, where we are, and also what brought you to plant medicine.
Where are we?
We're in Tambor.
Tambor. Thank you. My name is Lila Rose. We are currently in Tambor, Costa Rica. What was the other question?
What brought you to plant medicine?
Wow. Plant medicine brought me to plant medicine. You know, what brought me to plant medicine was, this is a great story I've never told before. Ooh, this is fun and juicy. I was around, so my plant medicine of choice that I work with is cannabis. I know cannabis has a bad rep, so I am here to bring back the love for this very, very sacred plant, which has been used for a long time, literally predates our ancestors. So Homo erectus, our ancestors, this plant predates us. So it's been around for a long time. And we're bringing the ritual back into this medicine, which it is a medicine, when we use it in a ritual type context. And although I was around a lot of it, back living in the Bay Area, it was everywhere, it was around me, I never smoked, not at all. And I was with a friend of mine who is a supporter. I'm a live musician, primarily a touring recording artist. And she gave so much of herself to me. She just gave and gave and gave and gave and gave and gave and wouldn't let me pay her. And then I realized all she wants is time, connection with me. And I wanted to give her a gift, which was of course time. But then I was like, oh, I'll take her to Red Flags or I'll take her here. And finally I was like, oh, she loves weed. I'm gonna smoke weed with her as a gift to truly connect. And so I did. So I took her to this forest behind my house and I offered her the gift of this experience. And me stepping forward into a position of wanting to give created the greatest blessing of my life, I would say. I mean, first of all, I was a lot of fun for her. So yes, it was a gift. And I discovered it just eased the anxiety for me. I've had many bouts of depression through my life. It allows me not to avoid it, it allows me to enter it fully so I can understand it, digest it, and move through it. It continues to be just the most profound teacher. I feel like as long as I am being conscientious about that relationship between medicine and the experience, every time without fail, she is so generous, this female plant, so generous. When my intention is clear, when I create the mindset, the set and setting, when I create the space, and now I do that with my Nature Tantra Experiences, I guide people through nature experiences with cannabis. It's about that. It's about creating the mindset and the setting, being in nature, this greatest sense of belonging, in order to achieve a space where we can really gain access to our deepest sense of belonging. So that's what brought me to cannabis, and that's what she just keeps me showing up every time. And I'm so grateful, yes, and I hope that we get to unravel some of the negative charge around cannabis and start to use it in a really conscious way, that it can really give us the gifts that it has to offer. So
awesome. Do you have a particular healing experience, just that comes to the top of your mind of what this plant medicine gave you? And
yeah, this is a great one. Wow. Every time, again, every time I dive in to a session, I only imbibe in a way that is a ritual type experience, even when I'm on my own. It's never casual. So very strong intention, very clear intention. every time. I mean, every time it's so generous in the lessons and the healing. And so I could say, oh yeah, well, I learned about the trauma that happened with my dad like last week, and then yesterday discovered that my lack of self-esteem is really rubbing up on my sense of connection with others. I mean, it is just, that literally happened yesterday. So the healing, I entered my lack of confidence, my little girl inside that was just so longing to connect and be seen, but trying so hard to be perfect, and then relaxing and realizing it's okay, you get to be loved for who you are with your imperfections. I'm just mentioning this because this literally happened yesterday in this space. I'm here to record with Elizabeth Bast. We'll share more about that project another time, but that was part of the lesson that came up. So the healing is endless. It just continues to show me how to develop myself to be of service. Thank you so much for having me. Hope to see you on a magical nature experience.